my name is Indy and today I am here with another book review, which I don't do often, but this one is special, so we're here, we're ready. Today I'm gonna be reviewing Dragonfly and Amber by Diana Gabaldon, the second book in the Outlander series. Woo 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 woo!
Sing me a song of a lass that is gone. Say, could that lass be I?
So I'm gonna do 4 parts in this review. I'm gonna first quickly talk about the TV show. Second, if you have not read the series. Third, if you have read Outlander. And of course, number 4, the spoilery discussion if you've read Dragonfly and Amber. So let's get on with it. Let's talk about the TV show to begin with. So first of all, the TV show, I am loving it. We're still on season 1, but the second half started in April. And I think it's done now. So I've watched up to episode 15. I have not watched episode 16 to Ransom a Man's Soul because I just can't do it. I can't do it. If I watch it, that means it's over. And that's just not happening. And I know we're gonna have to wait like a good year until Dragonfly and Amber is out. Which I know they've already filmed some of it, or like I don't know if they filmed all of it yet, but they filmed some of Dragonfly and Amber for the TV show, so woo! But I absolutely love the TV show. I've only watched it once through, like I'm waiting because my mum's reading Outlander and she's almost done, and she's gonna read Dragonfly and Amber next. So I'm gonna wait till she's ready and we're gonna watch the TV show. So I've only watched it once through, except for the last episode, but I really like it. It's just so good. I love this really long episodes. Episode 15 was like a bit much, like so emotional. Like it's like Game of Thrones a little bit. Like it was a little like hardcore, like gore. Gore doesn't bother me, but it actually was like while watching it. Like it was horrible. Poor old Jamie. Oh man. But anyway, I love the TV show and I definitely recommend reading the book first before you read the TV show. Obviously they're on the old Outlander. I don't know why I'm holding it while I'm talking about it. Maybe to get the emotions. Triangle here. Although I don't see how that correlates. Anyway. So yes, I read this book first. I was about halfway through and then I found out there was a TV show that had like been out. I'm pretty sure the whole of the first half of the season was already out and I was like, what? So it made the incentive to read this so much more and it was great to read it that way. I always find it really hard when you watch TV shows and then you go like, you know, or movies, TVs or movies, and then you go and try and read the book. I just feel like it's just not the same because, you know, it's a lot slower paced and I don't like doing it personally. I don't think I actually have ever done that. And, you know, if I see a movie first before the book, I'm probably not going to read the book. So we gotta make decisions for that. Alright, part 2. Basic rundown of the series. So Outlander follows Claire Randall, woman set in the 1940s who is she's a post-World War II nurse and she is on honeymoon in Scotland with her husband Frank and she gets mysteriously transported back through time. Woo! She touches some rocks at Craignadoon and boom, she's in 1743 Scotland. Woo! So shit goes down. This was amazing, so good, great follow-up still. But it's such a good book, so interesting. Historical fiction, time traveling, adult themes. I loved it, loved it, loved it. This is a great addition to also buy if I didn't know to try and sell it to you in my last book review for Outlander, which I will link here now for my Outlander review. It's also non-spoilery and spoilery, so go and check that out. But yes, great addition to buy, so many extras in it and just fabulous. So if you haven't started the series, you should definitely do it and then watch the TV show, man. Greatness is just everywhere. Bye people that haven't read the series, go and read it, and if you have, stay tuned for talking about now Outlander and moving into Dragonfly and Amber. Woo! If you've only just finished Outlander, then here we go. I'll give you a little bit of an overview of what you should expect when you read Dragonfly and Amber. Do not panic is the first thing. I panicked a little when it began. I read the synopsis on the inside here of the book and I was like, did I just spoil myself? I was very concerned, but it's okay. I'm gonna prepare you guys right now with what it says and so you can panic and then you can read Dragonfly and Amber, be like, so you can just prepare yourself for what's gonna happen. For 20 years, Claire Randall has kept her secrets. But now she is returning with her grown daughter to Scotland's majestic, mist-shrouded hills. Here Claire plans to reveal a truth as stunning as the events that gave birth to it. About a mystery of ancient circles of standing stones, about love that transcends the boundaries of time, and James Fraser, a Scottish warrior whose gallantry once drew a young Claire from the security of her century to the dangers of his. Now a legacy of blood and desire will test beautiful copper-haired daughter Brianna as Claire's stunning journey of self-discovery continues in the intrigue-ridden Paris courts of Charles Stuart in a race to thwart the doomed Highland uprising and desperate fight to save both the child and the man she loves. So basically, the start of this book starts in 1968 with Claire's 20-year-old daughter. Don't panic, it's okay, it's okay. So I read that and I was very confused, and yes, the first quite a few pages are about this. I found it personally interesting, but we do go back to Claire and Jamie in 1700s, 1744 or 45, something, so don't panic. And as you know, we finished off Outlander in Paris, so that is sort of the setting that we are beginning in. So I won't spoil anymore because I don't want to spoil you anymore, but there is it. I suggest maybe taking a break between Outlander and Dragonfly and Amber because I've heard cliffhanger at the end of this book is intense and you want to read Voyager. I experienced that, but I'm breaking from Voyager. I'm being strong, but yes, definitely probably advise taking a break as you know the emotional toll it takes on you already because you've read the first one, so get ready for this sucker because it was pretty damn good. Alrighty, if you haven't read Dragonfly and Amber, I will see you soon. Come back and watch again when you've read Dragonfly and Amber and you can discuss with moi the contents of this book. Yee, bye! Alright, lasses, let's do it. Let's talk about this book. So, we're in 1968 for the first 70-something pages of this book. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I find that Brianna is a goddamn bitch. Oh my god, that child was just like, calm the fuck down. I guess if your mom was trying to tell you the story that you're not from who you think is your father, it's from someone in the 1700s, you'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I don't like Brianna. I like how Roger has a cute little crush on her. It's like, ooh, I want to go hang out with her. So cute, but so random, but I liked it. It was a nice little extra love storyline in there, but yeah, it was a bit weird when I started reading it. I was like, what is this? And I was like, please tell me they're going back to Scotland because I couldn't deal. So I kind of flicked a little bit just to make sure they were in Scotland. I was looking for the Scottish words or something. But yes, then we go back to Paris in 1744. And I found this whole concept really interesting that they sort of were taking over from Jamie's cousins, Jared, who was going off to some other foreign country to do some trade, and they were looking after his like alcohol-y wine business thing. And it's really interesting that they sort of became, I wouldn't say royalty, but like esteemed people in Paris. And you know, Jamie had a lot of work to do, and you know, Claire was socializing women. It was just so sort of out of place for them because you know, you're just now used to the nitty-gritty in Scotland and Jamie being just like fighting everyone, but here he is being all like, ooh, okay, I wouldn't say he was that, but being all like, you know, pretty high and mighty and like talking to Charles Stuart, who is the guy that is starting the war at Culloden with the Jacobite. He's like, you know, he's leading the Jacobite army that is going to be at the fight of Culloden against the Redcoats and the English and stuff. So basically, there was a lot of politics in here. I got a little confused with the whole Charles Stuart thing. I understood that it was, yes, for the battle, but they kept calling him so many names. I was like, I don't understand. It was like the Prince, the Bonnie Prince, Charles, Stuart, someone. So I was just like, at first I just didn't understand. And I think they're talking about Prince Edward or King Edward, who's like an actual king of England or so. I don't even know. There was a bit too much politics that I just, over the head. I just was a bit like, I don't understand the politics. But no, I did quite enjoy it at the same time. It was just a little bit much for me. Sometimes I just couldn't tell what characters were happening at first, but I did get into it eventually. But I like how Claire found some friends, Mr. Raymond, creepy dude, oh my god, okay. So you know the part when she loses the baby, and he like comes to heal her and stuff, and he like touches her in places. Oh, that was so uncomfortable. I was just like, what? You know what I mean. It made me so uncomfortable. I was like, assault? Anyway, going back, yeah, so Master Raymond with his weirdo shop. I like Louise. Louise was like such an airhead, but I actually really enjoyed Louise, and she was getting it on with Charles, and then she had a baby that was his, and but I liked just how she had some dumbass courtiers. And there was so much rape in this book, is another topic. Dumbass courtiers leads into rape, apparently. So, I don't know, there was just like a lot of innuendo-y and talking about it, and like, people did get raped and people just wanted to like have at themselves with Claire. I like the scene where they're at some sort of party and Jamie was like, if I find you one of those curtains with a man, like, I will take back my thing about never striking you again and stuff. And then of course Claire finds herself in this little alcove curtain with some guy. I can't remember how it really got there, but it did slightly, and Jamie just lost his shit, didn't he? So Claire was like pregnant like for what, like half of the book or something at least. And I didn't really like it because there was no fun sexy times because she was pregnant, so I was like so that was a bit of a bugger. That's okay, we can deal. But yeah, I just really enjoyed their time in Paris, and it was so interesting. I was waiting for them to go back to Scotland the whole time. I was like, come on, back to Scotland, back to Scotland! And I don't really remember why they went back to Scotland. The other thing I liked about them being in Paris is that they had like enemies still, even with the whole Jared and Jamie's trading business thing. They had the Saint-Germain Saint-Germain, I don't know. I listened to a lot of the audiobooks, so thank the Lord that helped me with like so much of the French like pronunciation. The chick that did the audiobook is a champion. High five, lady, you were amazing at reading the audiobook. So that helped with a lot of French. Oh my god, I don't like know much French at all, so it was like really hard to like sometimes understand what they were even saying. So you should have a mild French knowledge maybe, but sometimes I looked up what they would say, and then sometimes I just didn't even care. The other thing I really liked about Paris was Blackjack Randall showed up. That bitch ain't dead. That bitch ain't dead. I was like, I didn't really know if I believed he was dead, because I was like, but I didn't think he was yet, because I was like, but Frank and the ring and So yeah, that was hectic. I was listening to the audiobook at the time. I don't know, I was doing hanging out washing, or I was like cooking or something. I was listening to it, and they were like talking about a description, because there was Alex Randall, his brother, who looked quite similar apparently, who was weaved into the storyline, and then he was like, she was like, oh, it's like not sounding right, and then turned around, it was Blackjack, and I was like, ah! Wow, shit! Blackjack's back, Blackjack's back. So he seemed a lot more subdued in this book. Like, he wasn't out to be evil. He was sort of there, I think, of his brother, and he just happened to like run into Claire and stuff. But oh, Blackjack, I don't hate him as much anymore. Literally, his whole thing for everything was he likes seeing people in pain, and two, he loves Jamie. So, like, can I hate him for that? I don't know. He's pretty evil though. I'm not gonna die, he's pretty evil. But in this book, he was definitely a lot more subdued. And about 400 pages in, they went back to Scotland, and they went to Lallybroch, and I was like, yes! I love when they go to Lallybroch. I love seeing Jenny and Ian, and then little Burns, something like that. Vans is like their baby, and I'm like, ah, that's such a cute name. But yeah, no, I really like their time there with Ian and Jenny at Lallybroch. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. And then, I don't know what really happened. They went off to war, and Ian was gonna go with him, and I don't even know. Everyone showed up, you know, whatever, Murtagh, I think he was already there like the whole time anyway. And like Colum showed up, Dougal, all of his men, when he had to take 30 men to Lallybroch to go for the fight, and then like Dougal wrote all his Mackenzies, and everyone was there. But another character I want to talk about actually while we're on characters is Fergus. I like Fergus, he's kind of cute. A lot of people, like, I've heard people say they didn't like him because he took away from Jamie and Claire time. I liked Fergus, he was like a nice introduction, and it was nice not having like another big adult, like just a child that, you know, gets into problems and things. I need to swap sides because it's painful. I liked Fergus. He just brought like a different sort of touch to it. I liked that he was like this little like French boy, and he was in like a brothel Jamie found him in, so that was interesting. Along with Fergus, another character we had was Mary Hawkins, and she was alright. She wasn't my fave, but she was alright. You remember she was the one that got raped in Paris. And And we find out she was the Duke of Sandringham's goddaughter. Because she shows up everywhere. She shows up here, she shows up in like Paris and then Scotland and then places in Scotland. I'm like, what are you doing in there? Why are you always here? So then we kind of find out that's why. And she has like a love relationship with old Alex Randall, and then like he's dying from something or other. And then she has to marry Jack, and I was like, ah. So apparently that's where Frank's line came from. So got that shit sorted. Although I thought when Jamie went to fight with Jack, well, I should probably call him Jonathan or Blackjack. When he went to go fight with Blackjack, then he cut off his dick. I don't know, did that not happen? Because I thought that's what happened. And then he's like, oh no, he can't conceive children. And Claire like lost her shit even more than losing her baby. My god, this is just all over the shop. Like, I'm just talking about everything. But anyway, losing the baby thing as well. Whoa, that was hectic because I knew it was gonna happen. So I was like, what's her face isn't born till like, I don't know, like, you knew it wasn't gonna happen because of the time frame thing. You know that Brianna wasn't be born till she went back from 1745, so whatever that time was, a couple years later. You knew that baby was just, you knew the whole time it was gonna die, and I was like, I thought I could be wrong, but yes. Hectic, wasn't it? The whole losing the baby thing, and then the creepy Mr. Raymond thing, but then yeah, I didn't blame her. It took her a lot of time to recover. That would be very difficult, I would say. So that was a very interesting storyline as well. So I kind of liked it because they could go back to sexy time. So I was like, that's alright. But at the end, you know, she's pregnant again with Brianna. And you're like, because you know what's going to happen when that happens. You know that Brianna was born in 1960 something. And you're like, no, don't do it, Jamie. And she gets sent back. So cliffhanger that she goes back and Brianna is still a bitch. Being like, Frank's my dad, so sure Brianna, but no. So I don't know, I think she didn't really come around to read the story, but then we find out that Roger is Gaius Duncan's descendant, which I find very hard to correlate to the TV show, because if you remember the TV show, they killed her before she had her baby with Dougal. So it's like, what are they gonna do? So Roger is related to Dougal, Mackenzie, and Gaius. So hectic. I can't wait to see if Roger becomes more of a player in this sort of thing or something. Although I don't really want to be back in the 60s too much. I just want to spend time in Scotland. With this book, so many deaths. Death count. Come, Sir Germain. Number 1, Negderish short of death because he was kind of in there for a bit. Death count number 2, Colin Mackenzie. Death count number 3, Rupert. Not that we really cared that much about him, but we kind of did because we spent a long time on his death. So there. Count number 4, Dougal Mackenzie. Count number 5, Duke of Sandringham. So it was like, whoa, shit, we're losing all of these main characters. I'm kind of sad that both Colin and Dougal are gone. Like, what? Dougal was such a bastard. I hate him. I'm happy he died. Colin wasn't very nice either, so I'm kind of happy he died too. But like, both of them are gone, so I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen now to the Mackenzie clan? Okay, I was trying to hardcore finish this, so at the end of the book, I kind of fell asleep, and then woke up and read some, and then fell asleep, and I did that for like the last like 20 pages. So I'm not exactly sure if I remember what happened, but I'm pretty sure I do. So basically, we go back and we find out that Jamie's still alive. So I'm like, go back, Claire! Go back, Claire! Go! But I don't know, I'm very conflicted about it. Like, I know she's probably going to go back, but we don't really hear about it, because all we've heard in her timeline of being there, she goes in 1945, she comes back in like 1948-ish, and then she doesn't go back further, like, so that, you know, then we don't hear about it until this. So she's only there for like 3 years, and then she's Brianna. That's all like, wait, no, what? Wait, no, what? Yeah, that's right. What we know is that she was gone for like 2 or 3 years or something, and then she had Brianna, and we haven't, you know, she's gone back to another 20 years. So I'm very conflicted where this is going to go. I assume she's going to go back, but I'm like, is it going to be the same time period? But that time has passed, so I'm like, I can't figure it out. I don't know, I'm so confused. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure she's going to go back, but who knows when it's going to be. It might be like end of the 1700s or something. I don't know. But I'm excited to see where this story is going to go in Voyager, in this stupid card cup, because it's like 1,000 pages old Voyager here. But I'm feeling better because these are really small pages, and it's like the same stuff's writing as this, but they're smaller pages, so I'm like, is it more or is it not? So I'm all unsure, but I'm excited to read Voyager. I'm probably going to read it later on in the year. Woo 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 woo! Thanks so much for watching my Dragonfly and Amber, good old book talk, my non-spoilery and spoilery lassie chat. I'm really enjoying doing these books for you. I'm probably going to do the rest of the series, so stay tuned. I wish there was some, like, I don't know, other people that I can see that are doing the whole series. I probably have to look that up a bit better, but I'm really proud that I am, you know, one of the people that is going to be doing the whole series for you guys, and I hope you enjoy them and read the books along with me, and I will see you in my next review, probably for Voyager. Well, I'll have a video before then, but this type of thing. I'll see you in my Voyager one whenever I do that one day when I read it. Bye! Do you see? Do you see? I got the classic red lipstick on. I'm gonna try and make a vow that I'm gonna wear this red lipstick or some sort of red lipstick for all of my reviews over the next, I'm gonna say years, because it's gonna take me a long time to read these books, so there it is. See what I'm wearing today? Yeah. This is actually surprisingly, because I am like, I don't even know how much, like an 8th Scottish or something. I'm like partly Scottish. My mum's dad's side, a couple back is actually Scottish. They are the Hamilton clan, if you wanted to know. And this is kind of like the ton. This, my plaid thing is also kind of like it. I will put a picture here right now. And it's quite similar, is it not? Like, it's got the 4, like, navy blue squares and it's got red and stuff, so it's kind of similar. So, like, hells yeah. I am showing the family pride, even though I'm not really a Hamilton, but I am. I'm Scottish, yo, and it's the best thing ever, because I can love Outlander even more because I'm Scottish. Scottish. Do you see it? Do you see it? Look, I put my little letter like I said I would. And I wrote when I finished it, and I wrote about the feels, and now it lives in the back of this book for one day. And there's the lovely woman herself. Oh, Diana. Love her. Love you, Diana. Not that you're ever gonna see this, but love you! Keep writing them books, girl! Okay, bye now. Hello! I don't have my hands up, that's not good. Post World War II Norse, and she is Norse? Did I just say Norse? Post World War II Norse. No! Far! Alright, suckers! I don't know what's the accent there is. Alright, this is loose. Oh my god, how did I just skip over this? Oh my god, sorry, just thoughts, remembering something else. Oh, Jack? Blackjack? Oh, that's it. Briannon? No. Big one I can think of. I wrote these down, maybe I should just check what